close on paper. Here we go. Heinzelman very twitchy. He has really improved over the past couple of seasons. Year to year, 3-time NCAA qualifier Heinzelman is. Bit of a half shot there from Shawver. See Heinzelman defending, has an underhook on the left side. Both guys coming in with solid records on the year. Heinzelman 13-3 for the Buckeyes. Shawver 16-3 on the year. Heinzelman a career record of 66-34. Not much offense here, more just half shots so far, Matt.
Yeah, just feeling out period. Only a minute in, still 2 to go here in the first period, so expect the action to pick up a little bit.
Ohio State coming off a tough loss to Penn State on Friday. 32-7, of course. They had a couple guys sit out as well as they do today based on our projected lineups. Heinzelman coming off a 2-0 decision loss to Penn State's Drew Hildebrand as both guys here exchange half shots. Still in these tie-ups, so separate again, circle back. Match is taking place in the center of the mat so far. Halfway through the first period, no score.
Yeah, no real action yet. Just some tie-ups, some fake shots. Neither guy has really attempted an actual shot yet.
We've seen Dylan Shawver in big spots as Heinzelman in on a shot, has a single leg. See Shawver trying to sprawl down, Heinzelman readjusting, switching off to a double now, and that is going to be 2. Takedown for Heinzelman. But Shawver right to his feet, looking to cut away.
Yeah, that was a nice takedown from Heinzelman. He got in deep and finished it quickly.
Now a look at Heinzelman switching off to that double. As the two wrestlers go back to the center now to reset. Same before Matt, as Shawver looking to cut away. He's had some big spots against some bigger names. Shawver trying to run away and escape. Heinzelman runs him out of bounds, but gets hit with his first stall warning.
Yep.
So Shawver going to work. Shawver kind of broke onto the scene last year, only 4-3 during the shortened year. Went 2-3 at the Big Ten tournament, but that featured an upset over Patrick McKee of Minnesota. So Shawver's got the ability, and of course this is only his second freshman season after the waiver from last year. Shawver's going to cut away for 1. It's 2-1 late here, first period.
That's a big escape. He got the 1 point to end the period, and he also got a stall out of Heinzelman already.
See if Shawver can push the pace now. Heinzelman the lone shot until that one from Shawver. Tried to switch to a dump there, but a good sprawl here from Heinzelman. Shawver still working. Heinzelman backs up again, sprawls back. And we're going to come to the end of the first period. Nice round of applause from the Rutgers fans. Love the effort. Coach Goodale fired up. Heinzelman's going to choose down here to start the second.
Heinzelman bottom, Shawver top. 2-minute second period, 1:25.
Shawver trying to trap that near arm. Heinzelman flips his hips. He's out for 1. 3-1 in favor of the Buckeye.
1 point on the escape. Heinzelman.
Saw Shawver pick it up a little bit at the end of that first period. Matt had a bit of a deeper shot there, but of course the defense of Heinzelman cannot be understated.
Yeah, he's going to need to push the pace here in this second period. Try to tie things up with a takedown of his own.
1:20 to go here, second period. Shawver trails 3-1. Heinzelman riding time in his favor at 22 seconds. So not a factor at the moment. Low leg single attempt. Shawver looking to spin behind now off the sprawl, trying to finish this one off. Heinzelman keeping his grip on that leg. Shawver still working, trying to stuff the head. Shulver has that front head. Heinzman up to his base, though. Shulver working, and Heinzman back to his feet. That's great defense once again, but that was a prime opportunity right there for Shulver.
Yeah, close. Heinzelman's defense, he's quick. He's very quick. He keeps his hips in good position always, and he's not going to give up a spin behind takedown, that's for sure, Nick.
Certainly won't make it easy, as you just mentioned. Sometimes those are the takedowns you're going to need in these big matches. Under 30 to go, second period. Ear-to-ear tie for both wrestlers. Decent amount of action, but most of the wrestling is taking place in the center as we get a stalemate.
Restart neutral, 16 seconds, second period.
Restart in the center, 16 seconds to go. Shulver trying to keep Heinzman honest here, still reaching in for those legs. Second period comes to a close. Head to the third.
Rutgers choice, third period.
And Shulver's going to choose down.
Yep. Stand up, make it a one-point match, and he's still going to need that takedown, though, Nick. That's what it's going to come down to if he can get to his feet. 22 seconds of ride time.
Shulver stands right up. Yep, cutting away. He's out for one. It's 3-2.
Now you get a full 2 minutes to work on that takedown.
He's been close.
And he does. Heinzelman already has that stall, so if Shulver can push the pace here, draw another stall out, he can tie the match.
Nice little exchange there. Heinzman, low leg single.
Good shot.
Trying to switch off to another double. Shulver fighting, and Heinzman's going to come through. Shulver around the waist, still holding on. Nothing yet. And now there's two as Heinzman keeps working his way for that takedown. 5-2, that's huge. Shulver tripoding up. Up to his feet now, cuts away, 5-3. Riding time still not a factor. Heinzman in front with it with 40 seconds. He's got a 2-point lead. A little over a minute to go in the match. A takedown for Shulver could tie it up. Heinzelman does have a stall warning against him. Crunch time now for the Rutgers freshman. It's like he slowed down a little bit, Matt. He's just looking, he's trying to pick his spot right now.
Yep. Yeah, 45 seconds, gotta go. But you know, you gotta still set it up. Obviously, he's not gonna dive in on a bad shot.
Heinzman, the low man right now, 35 to go. Shulver still waiting for an opportunity. Down block there. Back to that head-to-head tie. Shulver pushing, little slide-by attempt. Can he come around? And Heinzman readjusts. Beautiful scramble by Heinzman, 20 seconds.
That was a great slide-by try, though. It was really, really well executed, but Heinzelman is just too quick.
Short time now. Shulver trying to push the pace. Need to take down the tie. Still going. Heinzelman backing up. Shot. And Heinzelman's going to hang on for the victory. A good one to open things up. And Malik Heinzelman keeps that top 10 ranking right there and takes down Dylan Shulver 5-3, and Ohio State is off to a 3-0 lead. Kuhn's going to go out there for Ohio State. Very working this front head right away. Brady Kuntz, a sophomore for Ohio State, 14-9 on the year, but very working fast. Going from that front head, trying to lock up a cradle here, Matt, and he's going to switch off to a single. Trying to isolate it now. Trying to run the pipe down to the mat. Good whizzer here from Kuntz. Very trying to adjust near the edge.
I'm trying to bring him back in here. He's got that single leg. Suck him back into the mat.
Trying to shelve it now. Kuntz doing a nice job keeping his hips down. That's a good job by Kuntz right there, man. Now he turns his feet back towards the center of the mat. Good sprawl in that entire sequence. Good stalemate here. We'll be set in the center. Over a minute gone here in the first. Oliveri broke his losing streak on Thursday with a big win against Richie Kohler of Ryder. Major decision. Big spot here, though, for the freshman for the Scarlet Knights, ranked 18th in the country. Another single leg here. See if Oliveri can finish. Good whizzer again from Kuntz.
Yeah, Kuntz just trying to step that foot to the ground, which is exactly what he's doing.
Oliveri definitely working here.
Yeah, Kuntz has got the length advantage, that's for sure.
That's saying something, because Oliveri's got a pretty long
Right.
body as well.
No doubt.
Here's the boundary right now. Oliveri, the aggressor right now. He's taking a few shots. Kuntz really just defending so far through the first 2+ minutes. Another front head attempt here for Oliveri. See what he can do with it. Good sprawl, trying to go behind now. The boundary again. 40 seconds. Oliveri has that underhook in on the left side. Less than 30 seconds to go first period. He's been the more active wrestler, but Kuntz definitely tight defensively right now.
Yeah, I think it's a good first period for Oliveri, though. He's pushing the pace. He's getting in on shots. Kuntz hasn't been able to do anything offensively. He's just been on defense all first period.
Very nice go behind. Beautiful. Takedown for Joey Oliveri. Constant misdirection.
Yeah. He worked all first period for that, and he finally got rewarded with just under 10 to go. That's what you love to see out of Oliveri. Take a look at it here. Kept snapping, kept spinning. Finally got it on the boundary.
Reset in the center. Kuntz to his feet. Oliveri trying to hang on to the waist here. 5 seconds. Nice little mat return. Scooting him back to his hips. And out of bounds they go. Buzzer sounds. End of the first period. Sort of a nice way for Oliveri to end the first. He's up 2-0 heading the second.
This is one of those matches Rutgers needs to win if they want to win the dual meet. Toss up on paper.
Certainly slightly favored. Now look at the takedown again from Oliveri. Constant snap downs, circling behind. Kuntz has a bit of credentials as well, though. He's 18-14 in his career, his young career at Ohio State. Also a 2019-20 USA Wrestling Senior Greco National Team member. Oliveri getting up to his feet here in the second period. Kuntz just hanging on. Oliveri out for one, though. It's 3-0.
Yeah, Kuntz had to let him go. He knew he was about to get hit with the stall warning.
Oliveri, the 3-time NJ state champion from Hanover Park. His older brother Anthony wrestled here as well at Rutgers. Kuntz now coming up. Trying to get that treetop position. Now they're going to scramble here. Oliveri on his belly. Has a hold of the ankle, though. Trying to step up with it. Elevating the leg. Oliveri. See if he can finish this one off. Kuntz near the boundary. Oliveri's going to pull him back in. Nice applause from the crowd. They like that. Oliveri looking for a trip. Switching off to the single. Down to the mat they go again. Oliveri trying to hip in. Trying to finish this off. Kuntz still defending, and there's two. Takedown, Joey Oliveri. 5-0. He's got him flat now.
I really like the way Joey Oliveri's wrestling. He's the constant aggressor. He's working hard for his takedowns. He parlayed that scramble awesome into a single leg. Rolled through, came up with it. It was awesome stuff.
Kuntz on his base right now. See Oliveri trying to grab wrist control. Short time here, second period.
10 seconds.
Kuntz trying to cut away. Oliveri doing a nice job following. Down to 5. They'll run him out of bounds for the moment. 3 seconds, and they'll reset in the center.
Yeah, Joey Oliveri, he's in the driver's seat of this match. 5-0 lead. Just 3 seconds here. Got to finish on top. Head to the third period. A couple more takedowns. You can be thinking a major decision here. It's getting close to that range, just 3 points away.
Caution for Oliveri, went a little too early. Trying to hold Kuntz down for the remainder of this period. And he will. Heading to third, Oliveri a 5-0 lead. 43 seconds of riding time, so not a factor yet. Another look at that scramble.
Yeah, he rolls through and single leg. Keeps spinning, keeps spinning, keeps spinning, keeps spinning. Covers the far hip. And Nick, I saw Coach Goodale talk to Joey Oliveri in between those periods. He said, hey, we need 2 takedowns for that major decision. Go get it.
They're thinking bonus points
Absolutely.
right now.
Got that nice cross arm.
He's trying to cover the hips as well with that left leg, trying to hook a leg.
Yep, he's going to let him up here.
5-1 now. Kuntz out for 1. Constant snap downs here from Oliveri. A shot in on that double, looking to finish it off. He's going to drive. Scramble, Oliveri covering the hips, and there's 2 again. Joey Oliveri, 7-1. Riding time now over a minute. Kuntz standing up. There's 1. It's 7-2. Major is in play, though.
Yep.
He needs 8 points or more for that major decision. Takedown
with the riding time will secure that 8-point win.
Should say win by 8 or more. Kuntz now trying to be a little bit more aggressive. 1:03 to go now.
1 minute, third period.
Oliveri is over a minute of riding time, so he will get a point at the end of the match for that. But another takedown can help him secure the major. Another snap down here. Kuntz tried to sit through and toss Oliveri. Good recovery there from the Rutgers freshman. There's a stall warning on Kuntz. First one. Another one, it's a point. He's hanging on to this front head. You see Kuntz now trying to save bonus points. Oliveri trying to fight through this position, 25 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. 20 seconds to go.
Oliveri's head is just stuck right now. He's
Yeah.
trying to reach for a leg. And Kuntz doing a nice job just hanging on here. Oh, Oliveri trying to dump now. Might lock up a cradle.
He's got it.
Oh, he's going to get 2. It's 9-2. Major's in play. Can Oliveri turn him now? 5 seconds. Oliveri driving. Can he get near fall? And it's not going to be enough, but Joey Oliveri secures the major decision at the riding time point. 10-2. And Rutgers takes a 4-3 lead.
What a great match from the freshman. Talk about getting it done against a great team at home. Earn the major decision for your team. Here's where he locks up that cradle at the end of the match. Shame there wasn't more time on the clock, Nick, because he had that cradle really locked up.
Third in the country at this weight. And Rivera immediately onto that low leg single. Looking to finish off a takedown, elevating that leg. Here comes Rivera chasing. Got the takedown in about 10 seconds. And Rivera is, woof, man, he is on fire right now.
He didn't waste much time.
He did not. I can tell you that.
Yeah, and Rivera's coming off a win over Quinn Kinner of Ryder. Here's that takedown there. Easy 2, quick 2. He's going to let him up here too. But he's coming on. That match against Quinn Kinner where it was his first decision of the entire season, Nick, and you could tell he wasn't, I don't think he was very thrilled with his performance. Won the match, but no major decision, so I think today he's a little extra motivated.
First time all year Rivera was denied bonus points. These two have wrestled twice in their careers, both coming last year in Rivera's first season with the Scarlet Knights. Low leg single again. Elevating it, now shelving. Rivera can finish it off. Chasing the other ankle, he's got it. Takedown, 4-1.
You can't teach quickness, Nick. He's so quick.
You can't teach that aggressiveness either.
No.
Rivera has 2 wins in the 2 meetings with D'Amelio. An 11-2 major decision last January when Rutgers last faced Ohio State on the road in Columbus. A 19-14 loss for the team. Now look at Rivera's second takedown.
Right on the single leg. Covers both hips. It's 2.
These two met last March as well, an 8-1 decision for Rivera. It's the big favorite here today. After Rutgers got bonus points from Joey Oliveira, they certainly want more from their top national title contender. Rivera trying to roll through on this tilt.
Oh,
He had to recover there. And the crowd wanted at least 2 swipes. Ref did not give him, so no near fall points for Rivera as D'Amelio gets to his feet, and he's going to cut him loose. 4-2 now.
1 point D'Amelio. Neutral.
A little over a minute to go here in the first. Rivera looking for a little 2-on-1. They're tied up now head-to-head. Another low leg single here for Rivera. Stall warning on D'Amelio. Rivera elevating. D'Amelio tried to jump over to avoid this takedown. Rivera's going to work him back towards the center. Trying to keep his balance. Rivera elevating, going for the trip. Good recovery there from D'Amelio. Rivera's still working. Trying to scoot him back in. Heavy whizzer here from D'Amelio.
There's some pretty good defense there.
Stalemate here.
Yeah, very tough when you have your leg all the way up in the air to prevent the takedown, but he was able to scoot back, get out of bounds.
Looks like Rivera had enough of his finger tape there, as it was coming off anyway, so he tossed it to the side. Rivera chasing.
Yep.
That front head now backing on a single leg. See D'Amelio trying to scramble, lock around the waist, and Rivera switching off. He can get to a double here. Still has that leg sky high as they go back down towards the mat. Driving in, trying to cover the hips, and nothing yet. Steps over, there's 2. Short time now, 6-2 Rivera. Well-timed takedown there.
Yeah.
Seabass.
Always nice scoring at the end of the period. Taking a 6-2 lead to the second. Can really start to open it up.
London on top, Rutgers crowd loves it. Another look at Rivera's 3rd takedown of that first period.
Yeah, just needed to cover that far hip, and as soon as he does, there's the 2.
D'Amelio goes down here. We're going to get a caution on Rivera for going a little bit early. D'Amelio, a career record of 25-14 coming into today. Qualified for NCAA's last season. That was his 2nd meeting with Rivera. That 8-1 loss as Rivera gets both boots in here, trying to throw in a half on the left side. Rivera trying to go for broke here with these turns. See if he can get him over. D'Amelio already hit with 1 stall warning. Rivera going to roll through.
Ooh.
Nothing yet there.
Too fast of a roll through.
Wasn't able to brace himself and
Yep.
stop stop D'Amelio.
Yeah, when you do those roll throughs, you want to catch your opponent in your own hips. So you have to take it slow. It's hard to do, though, at this level, for sure.
Good ride here from Rivera. Nearly 2 minutes of riding time now. He's just going to cut him loose at 6-3. Might be the match, Matt, where Rivera's going to have to chase that major by getting a lot of takedowns from his feet. Shot from D'Amelio. Good sprawl from Rivera, getting the hips down. Trying to post on the hips. D'Amelio stretched out right now. We're going to get a stalemate. Rivera front head working it now. D'Amelio trying to post on that elbow to get out. They'll end that exchange. Nice ankle pick there from Rivera. Has the leg now. Back in the same situation they were in the first period.
Yep.
Rivera trying to elevate. He's going to try to run the pipe, and he gets down for 2. Another takedown for Sebastian Rivera, 8-3.
And he just sat him down on the mat this time.
10 seconds now. Rivera working on the edge of the mat, keeping that 1 foot in bounds. They'll stretch out, and now they're out of bounds with 3 seconds to go, and you can see Coach Goodale is starting to question if D'Amelio was trying to flee the mat. The always loud and energetic Jersey Mike's crowd getting a little antsy as well.
Yep. They follow Coach Goodale's lead.
We'll end the second period, head to the third. Rivera's going to go down. He's up 8-3. Now look at that last takedown from Rivera's fourth now of the match.
Yeah, that time he's like, I'm going to sit you down. Cover your hips quick too.
Rivera on bottom to start the third period, up to his feet now, looking to cut away. And he's out for one, 9-3. D'Amelio does have a stall warning against him. Rivera has over 2 minutes of riding time, so that's nearly locked. Give him a point at the end of the match as he hunts for a major decision or better. Rivera try to go across D'Amelio there for that shot. Shot for D'Amelio. Rivera going to re-attack here, single leg, dumping down. We're going to finish it off, grabs the other foot. There's another takedown. It's 11-3.
D'Amelio gave up pretty quick that time.
Yeah, he knew he was stuck there. Yep. And might as well just give it up. See if we can see what happens now as Rivera gets him flat. That riding time is locked, by the way. It's nearly at 2.5 minutes. Rivera's going to cut him loose. It's 11-4. Out of bounds they go. And second stall warning on D'Amelio. That's a point for Rivera, 12-4 now. I think Rivera's thinking tech fall now, Matt.
Why not? A couple more takedowns. Get a turn out of it, maybe.
It's a good re-attack there from D'Amelio. You see Rivera keeping that, look at that right hip, just digging into that shoulder.
Yep.
Trying to come through, he grabs the far ankle now. Rivera working him down, another takedown, 14-4. He's got time, Matt. He's going to tech fall hunt now. Cut him loose, 14-5. Rivera working another takedown. You see the bench say, cut him loose. 16-6. Tech fall hunting, 30 seconds. Needs to win by 15 or more. Rivera working, another stall warning on D'Amelio. Point for Rivera, 17-6. Sprawls out now. It's 11 points. Rivera is stuck here. And he might not be able to get that tech fall now, Matt, as we're going to get a stalemate, 11 seconds, unless he's able to take him down and get him to his back. D'Amelio might have done just enough to hang on.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Tom Ryan was not happy with that stall call on D'Amelio. He was chirping the ref's ear there after that third warning.
Shot from D'Amelio, trying to finish it off. Rivera's going to roll through, come up, and gets another takedown. He's got it right at the buzzer, 19-6, but oh,
close.
Man, that'll sting a little bit. Add the riding time, 20-6 though, dominant performance for Sebastian Rivera. Gets the major decision, and the Scarlet Knights take an 8-3 lead over Ohio State after 3 bouts. Nonetheless, Matt, that was absolutely dominant for Rivera, and a nice way to bounce back after Thursday. £149. Sasso, the #2 ranked wrestler in the country. Van Brill, 16th in the country. These two have wrestled just once. Came last season in the dual meet between Rutgers and Ohio State. It was an 11-5 decision win for Sasso, the returning NCAA finalist. Fell to North Carolina's Austin O'Connor in last year's national final. Sasso 17-1 on the season for the Buckeyes. Van Brill 15-1. Van Brill trying to get into that single leg. Oh, he's going to grab a hold of one now. Sasso going to re-attack and roll through. Beautifully done. Van Brill still trying to keep his head high. Scramble now. Challenge brick coming from Coach Goodale. Sasso coming out the back now. He's going to work his way through this scramble. Nothing yet, and now we're going to stop it for potentially dangerous. And this is interesting, Matt. I mean, maybe Coach Goodale thought there was a quick takedown, maybe just for a split second there.
I got to see the replay because I wasn't.
Oh, I take that back. Legal hold they were looking for. So we do want to correct ourselves.
Huh.
But there was nothing there. It had to be on the scramble there. I was gonna say that was a reach for a takedown there.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
Safe to say this is a reinvigorated Mike Van Brill this season. Graduate senior, final year, ready to come in this year after third place in the Big Ten, 10 seed at NCAA's last year, but had a quick stint at the tournament last year. Two-time NCAA qualifier. As Van Brill's going to come through, past the arm. Does he get two here? Has that leg in for a Merkel. He's got two. Mike Van Brill, the opening takedown of the match.
It's weird because Sasso, walked into that takedown, kind of. He was trying to trip Van Brill with the leg, kept trying to kick it, and Van Brill just snuck in that leg. He was already kind of on that side position.
Van Brill has that leg in. He's trying to bring Sasso back, and he's back up to a single leg now. Still in control. Referee counting for the stall warning. Van Brill has to climb back up. He does.
Just in time.
He knows how to use the clock here. Doing the same thing as Sasso's going to roll through out of bounds, and 26 seconds to go. And you can see Coach Goodale, I think, yelling the same thing. Hey, watch out for the fleeing the map, but here's looking at the takedown.
Yeah, all Van Brill had to do was stick his leg in there. He had to tie up. Sasso was trying to trip.
And Van Brill really just passed the arm over his head.
It was pretty easy. It's almost a mistake from Sammy Sasso. I would call that a mistake.
Van Brill took advantage.
Sure.
26 seconds to go in the first. Redshirt senior on top, 2-0. Back in on the single, trying to keep Sasso down, stay in control here. Trying to elevate. Van Brill tripping. Sasso, great balance. Van Brill, another trip. Got him back down. 5 seconds now. Sasso rolling through. Van Brill trying to maintain position. 2 seconds. Sasso coming through. And no reversal. Wow.
Close.
Buzzer saving right there. Mike Van Brill still on top, 2-0, and a raucous round of applause right there.
Yeah, great first period. You're wrestling the number 2 guy in the country. You go up 2-0, get some momentum here. Here's that nice step through trip. But Sasso hooks the leg. Oh, man.
Man, that was,
it was close.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, buzzer sounded right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It was close.
Van Brill actually has a minute 2 of riding time. Of course, Sasso's going to eliminate the minute here. Trying to keep Van Brill down as he tripods up. Van Brill trying to peel at the hands. Up to his feet. See if he can cut away now. Sasso hanging on. Van Brill turns back in. He's out for 1. Mike Van Brill, a 3-0 lead. Shot from Sasso. Good sprawl from Van Brill. Working that front head. Sasso trying to wrestle through that position. Van Brill trying to get his back towards the center of the mat as Sasso running around the boundary. Sasso trying to dump through. Van Brill, good whizzer, gets out of the tie-up. Shot from Sasso, now in that scramble position. Treetop. Sasso trying to come through. And Van Brill, he's scissoring his legs.
Scissored the head.
Sasso going to run through. He's got the takedown. Not yet. Van Brill hanging on to that foot. No 2. Sasso coming through. There's 2.
Van Brill's got a belly down now.
So Sasso gets the takedown. 3-2. Van Brill still on top. He's in a weird spot, though. He's hanging onto that foot. Trying to stretch him out. 35. Now he'll go belly flat, and we're going to stoppage here.
It's going to tie the match up.
Yep, there's that penalty point. 3-3. That's huge, Matt.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Take a look there. Cannot scissor the head.
Well, Van Brill knows what he has to do, Matt. He has to get out here to take the lead. And that 1-point lead could be huge going into the third, considering Sasso would likely choose down in the third period.
Yeah, this match is going to come down to who's going to get the next takedown most likely.
Van Brill tripoding up. His riding time is almost all but a race, down to 15 seconds. Sasso doing a nice job on top. Van Brill up to his feet. Sasso now gets him back down, trying to work his tilt. 11 seconds. Van Brill needs an escape to take the lead. Sasso hanging on. And boy, that's why this guy was a national finalist last year.
Yeah.
With a ride like this one. Van Brill ran out of time there. Tried to get some cheap points there, but no dice. 3-3 ahead to the third. Sasso will choose down. Van Brill's really good on top, Matt, and that's been one of his fortes throughout his career, but it's definitely improved once again this year. But this man's a different animal.
Yeah. We'll see how long he can. He did a pretty good job riding Sasso in the first period after getting that takedown. He got it up over a minute. A little different when you're starting from the bottom, though, than off a takedown. Better position just starting from bottom. And Sasso's going to stand up right now.
Trying to cut away at these hands, and Van Brill back in. Tried to grab the hold of the single leg, but no dice. 4-3 now, Sasso after the escape. Riding time not a factor here. Van Brill does have a takedown in this match. You hear the yelling from the bench from the Rutgers side, telling Van Brill to get to his tie-ups. That's his bread and butter. See Van Brill trying to create some movement here. Sasso very stoic, stalking him down. Van Brill misdirection, good sprawl, but now Sasso in on that single leg, trying to finish it off. Van Brill working through, whizzing hard, trying to stuff the head as well.
1 minute.
Minute to go. Sasso shelving. Van Brill whizzing hard. And Sasso's gonna work him down to the mat, nothing yet. Van Brill coming back in, and there's two. 6-3, Sasso on top.
That was a good takedown from Sammy Sasso. Nice re-attack.
Very workmanlike.
Yeah, that should clinch it for him too here.
22 seconds to go. Riding time not a factor. Van Brill now stuck on bottom.
Yeah.
Does have an escape. Trying to turn back in. Van Brill trying to avoid going to his back as well. 10 seconds.
Good match from Mike Van Brill, though.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah.
Sasso looking for one last, trying to get a turn, but they won't get it. No riding time. So Sammy Sasso improves to 18-1 on the season for the Buckeyes with a 6-3 decision. Van Brill suffers just his second loss of the year, and Ohio State has climbed back into it now. 8-6 Rutgers lead after 4 bouts. But Sammy Sasso, Matt. And Rutgers will send out their starter, Robbie Kennard.
First period, 157.
Normally the starter for Ohio State is Jashawn Hubbard, 33rd ranked wrestler in the country at 157. Will Cox filling in again. Made his dual debut actually on Friday. Gets it on the single leg immediately. Kennard looking to fight this one off. Will Cox elevating, looking for a trip. Kennard, good recovery. Little dump here from Wilcox trying to come around the body. Kennard hang on to that foot. Kennard trying to get his hips up. Coming around. Kennard now re-attacking. Back out in front, up to their feet, and I would say, man, that's a very nice recovery from Robbie Kennard.
Yeah.
That could have been bad.
Sure. Instead of 2, no blood.
Wilcox, 12-6 on the year. Redshirt freshman. As I mentioned, just made his dual debut for the Buckeyes on Friday against Penn State, a 4-2 loss in sudden victory to Terrell Barraclaw. And normally the starter for Ohio State, Jashawn Hubbard, did not weigh in today. Kennard 9-6 this year for the Scarlet Knights. Something we mentioned a lot, Matt. This is a kid who just needs mat time.
Yeah.
He, again, we had a lot of cancellations last year for Rutgers as Wilcox gets it in on a shot. We're going to dump it off. Kennard scrambling again, grabbing hold of the feet. He's got one ankle. But Kennard only 2 matches last year when he became the starter for the Scarlet Knights, and just 15 this year. He's definitely wrestled more, but just needs more mat time. Stalemate here. Reset in the center.
1 minute, first period.
Minute to go. Here in the first, no score yet. Wilcox, another shot. We're going to re-attack now on that single leg. We're going to step through, trying to finish it. Wilcox doing a nice job defending, keeping his leg away. Got a tight one right now, Matt. Both these guys is going back and forth.
Yeah, a couple of scramble positions where neither guy has really been in an advantageous position until now. I'd say Kennard's in a better spot here to finish this takedown.
Oh, Wilcox going to re-attack it. There's two.
Just as I'm saying that.
Man, that was beautifully done by Wilcox. 2-0.
And this is definitely a toss-up match, Nick, right? This is one Rutgers has to win if they want to win the duel.
Kennard going to try to get out for one. He does. Less than 10 seconds to go. 2-1. Important escape there for Kennard. We'll head to the second period. You mentioned, Matt, toss-up bout here. Of course, Hubbard not starting today for the Buckeyes, and the hot-shot freshman for the Buckeyes as well, Carson Hartschler not going at 65. So this is definitely a toss-up bout, and just Wilcox beautifully done the re-attack there.
Yeah, just very nice re-attack. Kennard was not ready for it.
157.
Chance to tie the match here, though, if he can stand up. Hopefully Wilcox doesn't rack up that much riding time. He's got 20 seconds and counting.
Let's go back to those toss-up bouts. This is one of them, and 65 now a toss-up bout because there's going to be no Carson Hartschler for the Buckeyes based on the weigh-in sheets today. Freshman for the Buckeyes, 17-1 on the year, ranked number 4 in the country. But for right now, Kennard looking to get out. He does. Ties the match 2-2. Riding time not a factor. Wilcox has 45 seconds of it. But now Kennard looking to go back to work here in neutral. It's been close a couple times, Matt, but just gave up that position right at the end of the first period.
Got to work a takedown here now. A minute to go. Really give him some momentum heading into the third.
1 minute, second period.
Big for the team score, Matt. You want to be up by 5 and not down by 1 heading into intermission.
Yeah. Big swing.
Oh, Kennard, someone spun behind. I'm not sure what that was exactly, and he tried to get on a double, but a nice whizzer there from Wilcox. He's got that boot, he's got that leg in as well. Now Kennard trying to step through, looking for two. Can he get it? Nothing yet. Kennard over top the back, but that whizzer's still in for Wilcox.
That's two.
There's two. Robbie Kennard, a 4-2 lead now.
Is that a 360 takedown, Nick?
I've never seen that. I mean, I've seen guys spin out of things like that. Wilcox scrambles through now.
I got to see that again. That was awesome. It was very strange, though.
That definitely wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
Kennard now working Wilcox down. Hooking a leg. 10 seconds to go. Good job here from Kennard to end this period on top. Short time.
Yep. It's all the momentum heading to the third. 2-point lead. It's exactly what he needed.
Crowd getting loud here inside the Jersey Mike's rear. Look at that again.
Check this out. This is sweet. Oh, my goodness.
He spun out of a 2-on-1 tie.
Have you ever seen anything like that? He spun out of the tie and immediately
went on a double.
Went into a shot off of it. I've never seen anything like that.
I mean, I've seen that in practice and in training, but I mean,
wow.
Good for Kennard to do that. That was interesting. He's on top here to start the third period. Wilcox on the cutaway. He does. It's 4-3. So Kennard a 1-point lead. Riding time is not a factor. Wilcox aggressive. He's been aggressive this entire match, though, Matt. So Kennard cannot sit on his heels here.
Yeah. You stop wrestling, you're going to get taken down. He's got to be the aggressor here still. Doesn't matter that he only has a point lead. Score another takedown. Oh.
Wilcox in on it, trying to throw Kennard. Kennard spins through, gets out of the position, now leaves behind. He's got two. Takedown, Robbie Kennard. That
That was almost dangerous for a second there, Nick.
Almost got caught, able to spin out of it, and jumped on the back of Wilcox. A 6-3 lead. That's huge.
1 minute, third period.
Out of bounds they go. They'll reset in the center. Getting loud in here. Now look at that.
Yeah, it was a good takedown here, and Wilcox got a little greedy going for back points. Just rushed it. Kennard was able to roll through.
Yeah, he didn't have full control, so good job by Kennard. Keep his wits about him. Under a minute to go. Wilcox stands up. We're going to cut away. Kennard trying to get another mat return here. Back along the waist. Wilcox can't cut away yet. Turns back in. Kennard in on a leg. Maintaining control. Coming through to the treetop position.
Did get hit with the stalling.
You get a stoppage here.
Potentially dangerous.
And he got potentially dangerous.
Stall warning, Rutgers.
Now a stall warning.
30 seconds, third period.
30 seconds to go.
So Kennard got that count there, the 5-second count.
Yep, that's what the stall was.
30 seconds.
30 seconds to go, 3-point lead. The game plan for Wilcox is to stand up and get a takedown. That's how he can tie this thing up.
Riding time,
Kennard
not a
gets the
factor.
boot in.
Kennard cannot get a minute of riding time here. He's got 20 seconds now, trying to hang on for the lead. And this win. Wilcox out, 6-4, 15 seconds now. Wilcox needs to take down the tie. Kennard has a stall warning against him.
10 seconds.
Short time. Wilcox, Kennard defends. 5 seconds. A shot, Kennard trying to spin behind. And he's going to hang on for the victory. Robbie Kennard. Oh, the crowd just roared to their feet. He wins this one 6-4, and the Scarlet Knights have an 11-6 lead halfway through this duel. That's a huge win for Robbie Kennard. He improves to 10-6 on the season. At the 165 now. Kayvon Freeman, the man for Ohio State, and it's Andrew Clark for the Scarlet Knights.
3-minute first period. We're at 100.
This is normally the spot for Carson Harchla for the Buckeyes, 4th-ranked wrestler in the country. But he didn't wrestle Friday against Penn State, not wrestling this afternoon as well. So for Clark, Matt, prime opportunity here to get a win.
Yeah. Would be a good one, too.
Freeman 3-5 on the year for the Buckeyes. Career record of only 4-6. Only had 2 matches last year. Actually does have a little history with Rutgers. Took down former Rutgers wrestler Nick Santos last year. As Clark has to sprawl down. He's going to whizzer hard here as Freeman looking to get a takedown. And we're going to get a potentially dangerous. We'll reset in the center. Clark 11-15 on the season in his 2nd freshman year. Just 1 match last year for him. He's former NJ state champion from Collingswood in 2020 at 145 pounds. So he's a guy, Matt, who's finally filled out to this weight. He was, in flux a little bit last year, and of course only had the 1 match, but now as the full-time starter at this weight, he's filled in, and this is one guy that head coach Scott Goodale just cannot stop raving about, at least in terms of his work ethic, attitude in the practice room.
It's always good things to hear from your head coach.
Plenty of room for development for Clark, obviously. Up against it in the Big Ten at a tough weight class and all year long, considering the 11-15 record. Shot from Kennard, good sprawl there from Freeman. Again, a toss-up, Bab, as there's a hammer coming up for Ohio State. And Ethan Smith on deck for the Buckeyes. A lot of ear-to-ear tie-ups right now between these two. trying to circle, get his back towards the center of the mat. 45 to go here, first period. Clark tried to chase for that leg that time, no dice. This has been the majority of the period right here, man. A lot of these ear-to-ear tie-ups and just the half reaching for the legs right now.
Yeah, neither guy's really getting out of position. They're staying in good positions. They're tying up, not being super aggressive. That's okay. Sometimes that's how first periods go.
See Clark caught in that front head there, tried to just reach in on a leg and try to come through here, but not enough, and the period comes to a close. Head to the second, scoreless.
Rutgers choice, Scarlet Knights defer.
Clark will defer Freeman's choice now. He's going to go down.
Freeman for the Buckeyes on the bottom. Clark Rutgers on top. 2-minute second period. 165.
Clark beginning his ride now. Trying to throw a boot in, he does. We've seen this a little bit more from Clark now, man. He's been working this, especially on that right side. Trying to get that boot in and either lock up a cradle or you're going to go for that far claw. Clark going to roll through, stay on top here.
Yep.
Got a boot in.
Hips to hip.
See him trying to pry that arm now, trying to get a tilt, but Freeman going to readjust here. Clark trying to stay on top. Goes the half in now and stays on top. Beautifully done by Clark to recover.
Yeah, that was hairy there for a second for Andrew Clark. But he kept his hips tight, kept the pressure in, stays on top.
It seems to be his go-to move as well when he gets on top. Throws that boot in, grabs the arm, and tries to ultimately roll through for that tilt. Freeman trying to cut away. Clark trying to get another mat return. He's close to a minute. Freeman's going to roll through. Out of bounds they go. Going to reset in the center. 1:02 to go here, first period. Clark's riding time up to almost 58 seconds. Now look at that as Clark recovers.
Yeah, he just had to hip over, hip over, hip over. Boom. Put the pressure right back on.
Good job by putting that half in as well, keeping Freeman's head towards the mat. Caution.
False start, caution.
Trying to get that one on Clark.
Rutgers.
These two actually have wrestled the same person. That we mentioned that Clark only had one match last year. It was against Caleb Fish. Both men have lost to him 4-0.
There goes that leg right in. He's going to try
Clark.
that again. Oh,
he tried it, but he's going to get reversed here, and Clark actually had over a minute of riding time, and now he has to try to work his way out.
yeah.
He's got a hold of the leg here, Matt.
Yeah.
See if he can stand up with it. Good pressure, though, from Freeman.
You know, that roll through tilt really didn't work the first time, and he got out of bad position, and he went back to it, and this time Freeman capitalized. But here he goes,
trying to hip
on a
over.
reversal.
Trying to get his own. Shelving the leg. It's still Freeman on top. Technically, here's a trip from Clark. He's got it. A reversal, and he has tied the match. 2-2.
Pair of reversals here in the second period. That's always fun.
Again, the recovery there by Clark.
Yeah. He made a mistake, but he capitalized.
Short time here. Clark is not going to be able to get it back up to a minute of riding time, but heading to the third period, it's 2-2. And he knows what he has to do. He has to get out for one here.
Yeah.
Another look.
Yep. Just hipped over. It was, you know, Freeman's got a little too high, and he was able to hip over.
As we mentioned, because there's no Carson Harchla today for the Buckeyes, this is a toss-up bout between these two schools. Clark on bottom, start the third, trying to stand up, turning back into Freeman, trying to face him. Freeman just hanging on right now, and he's going to cut him loose. So Clark's up top, 3-2. There was no takedowns in this match. Just a pair of reversals in that last period, so here we go. Neither wrestler with a stall warning against them. But Clark a 3-2 lead. Riding time not a factor. 43 seconds to go. 90 seconds to go in the match. Shot by Clark, single leg switch up to a double. Can he finish? He's trying to step over. Clark looking for finish off this takedown. Nothing yet. Freeman still around the waist. Clark has hooked one leg, has hold the other one around the waist now. Nothing yet. Still nothing.
Wow.
He's around the waist. Freeman also locked around the waist, and still nothing. Clark coming through, nothing. Under a minute to go. Trying to get his arm free. Freeman gonna roll through now. He might get one of his own. Scramble now. Clark around the hips. He's got two. Andrew Clark takedown. It's 5-2. Oh, that's huge.
That was big. That was a hard-fought takedown as well. Freeman able to get in that scramble position and really hold on for dear life longer than I thought he was going to be able to, because that was a great shot from Clark.
He's got over a minute of riding time now. He's trying to pry this arm out as Freeman's stuck on his base. 23 seconds to go. And now they're going to call potentially dangerous. Bit much too much pry on the shoulder. There's another look at the takedown for Clark finally to finish that one off.
Yeah, he was covering the far hip. He had nearly everything. He locks his hands there. Still, just really, it was very close the whole time. And then he almost gave it up here.
Constantly fighting through. Freeman up to that tripod position. 14 seconds. Clark has the riding time point locked. Freeman to his feet. Clark hanging on. Going to drive through. Almost a mat return. They're going to scramble and roll through, but 3 seconds now. Clark hanging on to the leg. And Andrew Clark gets another win on the 2022 season. A 6-3 decision. And the Scarlet Knights have a 14-6 lead. Huge win for the Rutgers freshman. Head to 174, and it's number 7, Ethan Smith for Ohio State against Connor O'Neill. O'Neill, of course, in his second freshman season, filling in for the injured Jackson Turley, who's out for the season. Underwent season-ending surgery a few weeks ago, and Smith opening things up quickly with a takedown, 2-0.
Yeah, Connor O'Neill's going to have his hands full here, Nick. Ethan Smith is a redshirt senior, 3-time NCAA qualifier.
All-American last year, too, Ethan Smith, at 174 pounds. Finally broke through to the podium in 2021 out in St. Louis. O'Neill's out for one here, 2-1. Good D there. O'Neill tried to get back into Smith there. But as we mentioned, of course, on paper, O'Neill definitely up against it here. Smith re-attacking down to that single leg, looking to shelve it. Try to finish this one off. Work him down. There's two. It's 4-1. O'Neill is 10-11 on the season for the Scarlet Knights. 0-4 in extra matches last year, so he has definitely improved, Matt, but obviously he's in a big spot. Very tough weight in the Big Ten, and you know, wasn't the original starter, but of course, you know, more of a spot starter this year due to Turley's injuries, but of course with Turley shut down for the remainder of the year, one of Rutgers' 3 All-Americans last year, it's been the Connor O'Neill show, but sometimes you have to get thrown into the fire here as he tries to roll through here with Smith, but Smith going to end up finishing this one off at 6-2 now.
Yeah, and down 14-6 if you're Ohio State, right? Trailing by 8. Smith knows he needs bonus points here.
Trying to lock up a cradle there. O'Neill trying to be aware as well. Smith going to cut him loose. It's now 6-3. O'Neill doing whatever he can. He's locked around the body here, but Smith in good position with that ankle. Flipping his hips. Has the leg again. Nothing yet. And now there's 2. 8-3, Ethan Smith. Tough one here for O'Neill, Matt.
Yeah. It's the Big Ten. Sometimes you just run into a buzzsaw.
This weight class is loaded. especially within the Big Ten. Defending national champion Carter Starachi of Penn State, the #1 guy in the weight class, as O'Neal gets out for 1 here, 8-4. Michael Kemmerer of Iowa, #2 in the country. They have Mikey Labriola from Nebraska, #5, as O'Neal gets hit with a stall warning, and Logan Massa, Michigan, #6, and then Ethan Smith for Ohio State at #7 here. So you have 5 Big Ten guys within the top 8. End of the first period, it's 8-4. O'Neal in the match, at least on the scoreboard, but it's been all Ethan Smith right now. 4 takedowns, and he's cut O'Neal loose each time.
Right.
O'Neal Rutgers on top. 2-minute second period, 174.
Jackson Turley was within the top 8 preseason. Of course, 3-3 to end his season after becoming an All-American last year for the Scarlet Knights. Finished 8th last year. Smith looking for a reversal on O'Neal here.
Yeah, O'Neal's really high. Uh-oh.
Smith almost caught him there, but O'Neal did a good job bellying back down. But you mentioned it, Matt, 8-point difference right now in the team score as Rutgers looks for their first win ever over Ohio State. Smith going to cut him loose to 10-5. Riding time for Smith at 56 seconds, so not a factor yet. O'Neal in on a shot now. But, man, Smith is so good. Getting those hips down, now trying to scramble. Trying to grab hold of the leg. O'Neal just caught, basically sitting on his butt here, Matt. Just desperately hanging on to that leg.
1-minute second period.
There's the stalemate, finally.
Back to the center we go. Under a minute to go, second period. O'Neal again, another shot. Trying to sit through now, and Smith is just so heavy on top here with sprawling down.
Yeah.
There. See O'Neal, he just tries to come up, but then he just gets basically crunched in. Nope, we're going to get a danger call there. There's 2 points for Smith. It's 12-5. O'Neal's back was exposed.
30 seconds. Stalemate.
Get another stalemate. O'Neal now on bottom.
Yeah. O'Neal needs to try to keep this to within a major decision. Nothing more. It's going to be hard, but it's essentially an 8-point lead with the riding time. Still another period to go after this. And I'd imagine the next period, Smith is going to play the takedown game, try to...
Yeah, work for that tech fall.
Yeah, exactly. Work for that tech.
And if you can't turn him, next best thing, just take it down, let him up. Short time here, but it's been all Ethan Smith so far here in this 174-pound bout. Head to the third period. Smith on top, 12-5, and O'Neal is going to go down. So we'll see if Smith elects to cut him, Matt, or if he tries to get some turns now. We're going to get the optional start here from Smith. Yep, and that's what's going to happen. He's going to cut him loose.
Yep.
12-6. Riding time at 1.5 minutes for Smith. So essentially a 7-point lead right now. See what O'Neal can do. It's a big ask right now to hold this to no bonus points, Matt, because it's been all Smith in neutral right now. But he's in on another shot here. Even just one takedown for O'Neal, Matt, would be huge.
Yeah, because that could, one takedown from O'Neal would essentially...
Save some bonus points.
Yeah, it would end the chance of a tech fall, let alone a major.
Stalemate, they'll reset. Smith, good re-attack here. Finish now an off takedown, it's 14-6. So Major now squarely in play.
Yep.
Smith trying to lock up a cradle there. Still looking for it.
Yeah, he's definitely trying for a big move here.
O'Neal just trying to defend off here. Has a hold of a leg now, under a minute to go. See, Smith is trying to do anything right here. Matt just trying to fold O'Neal. And it looks like he might cut him away again. O'Neal just dives for a leg now. Riding time's already locked for Smith. He has 2:14. So he'll have another point at the end of the match. So essentially a 9-point lead right now. To save bonus points, Matt, O'Neal would need a reversal.
Right.
Or an escape and a takedown.
Tough ask.
It's been a tough ask for O'Neal this whole match, but Smith is actually going to cut him loose. He knows he has the major right now. And immediately back in on a shot. It's 14-7, but Smith trying to finish one off. He's got it. 16-7 now. And here we go. Smith trying to load up for a tech fall. Cuts O'Neal loose again. 16-8. O'Neal wisely circles back to the center. Another shot. Smith sprawls hard, short time now. Coming around. Wants another one. O'Neal trying to stave it off. Cannot do it. Takedown for Smith. 18-8. Add the riding time at the end of the match. Ethan Smith, a 19-8 major decision. And Ohio State is back into it now. 14-10 with 3 bouts remaining.
Got Ohio State back in it a little bit with 3 to go.
184 pounds. The junior, Rocky Jordan, against Rutgers' own number 7th ranked John Poznansky. Rocky Jordan. He's actually a 2-time NCAA qualifier, Matt, but he's not the actual starter this year. Caleb Romero used to be a 174-pounder. He's at 184 this year. He's ranked 6th in the country.
Yep.
But he is inactive today. He's 9-1 on the year. Rocky Jordan, though, 11-6. Career record of 48-25. As I just mentioned, 2-time qualifier for NCAAs, 2020 and 2021.
Comes from a big wrestling family as well.
Yeah, you could say that again. Yeah. He's the younger brother of former Ohio State All-Americans Bo and Micah Jordan. Of course, Poznansky trying to get a shot there. Good defense there by Jordan. These two actually have never wrestled each other, Poz and Jordan. Both 2-0 against their common opponents. Good sprawl here from Poz. Jordan on a shot. Poznansky sprawling hard, whizzing. This is no cakewalk, man. I know Jordan's not the starter, but I mean, he's got some experience.
Oh, yeah. No, this should definitely be a tough match for Poznansky.
Quite the depth Ohio State has at this weight, huh?
Seriously.
Poz, great defense and recover back into neutral. Nicely done.
That was a great hip whizzer.
Poznansky 14-2 on the season. His 2 losses to Aaron Brooks of Penn State, the defending national champion, and Lane Malchewski of Michigan State. Was pinned by him, actually. Bit of a surprise a couple weeks ago. Was slightly injured in that match, so he sat out against Michigan's Miles Amin. But back healthy now. Rocky Jordan, the younger brother, as we mentioned before, of Bo and Micah. Rutgers fans know the name Micah Jordan, who Anthony Ashnall beat a few times in 2019 en route to a national title. Paz trying to fend off another shot here from Jordan. Jordan's been pretty active so far, Matt.
Yeah, Jordan is the aggressor. He's getting in deep on shots. It's a good first period if you're Rocky Jordan. Still hasn't been able to score, though.
Big match for the team score.
Yeah.
Rutgers is the favorite on paper here and at 197, but of course Ohio State has they're the favorite at heavyweight.
Yeah, Paz really needs to win this one. If Paz wins this one,
they're in good shape.
They're in really good shape. Barring anything
crazy.
Yeah.
Which we can never rule out in this place. Still no score, but Jordan has been in deep on 2 shots so far. Paz, of course, showing off the All-American defense. Poznansky in his 2nd freshman season as well. Took 4th place at 184 pounds last year. Become Rutgers' first true freshman All-American. 25-6 career record for him. End of the first period. He's going to choose down to start the second period.
Jordan, top. 2-minute second period. 184.
Paz immediately tripoding up here. Trying to cut at the hands. Jordan doing a nice job so far. Paz throwing in a whizzer now. Out for one. 1-0. Poznansky on top.
1 point Rutgers.
Like to see Paz go to work on his feet here. Get a takedown. Rocky Jordan was the aggressor. And
Oh, he snagged
right on
that.
cue.
Yeah, he snagged that single.
Yep.
Treetop now. Trying to come through, and that was beautifully done.
Was really,
Takedown. John Poznansky, a 3-0 lead.
really, really beautifully done.
That's when you perfectly time popping one of those legs on that treetop position.
Paz is so athletic.
Jordan nearly got a reversal of his own. He's out for one. It's Paz, the old 1 not 2 method.
Yep.
Up 3-1 here. You mentioned his athleticism, man. I mean, we saw this last year too.
Yeah.
How low he gets in his stance in neutral. He kind of basically just squats down on the mat. He's able to spring out, jump forward. The way he's able to flip his hips is unlike much we've seen in years at this place. And on a shot again is Paz, but he's flattened out a bit, stuck down on his base. And we get the stalemate. A decent shot there from Poznansky. He was able to snag that single in last time, but Jordan doing a good job defending that time.
Yep. Another takedown here would be really big.
And again, nice little duck under. Paz trying to finish it off. Jordan hang on to a leg. Paz going to try to pinch down. Same position again. Referee making sure Jordan keeps it legal with that foot. Making sure he's not tweaking it the wrong way. Paz now switching off to a double and another stalemate. Well, I'll tell you what, Poznansky's starting to open up the offense a little bit, Matt, but Rocky Jordan, this guy is tremendous on his defense.
Yeah, he's
right now.
tough. He's tough to score on, that's for sure. And, he was the aggressor in the first period, too. He got in deep on a couple shots. Paz, obviously, very hard to score on as well. But Rocky Jordan's in the match still. 3-1 match with another period to go. He's very much alive.
Second period comes to a close. Heading to the third now. Rocky Jordan is going down. Big moment in this duel with 3 bouts left, including this one. Scarlet Knights have a 14-10 lead. Have the advantage here and at 197. Ohio State the advantage at heavyweight. Razor thin right now. Paz, good ride so far. So is Jordan down on a knee. Jordan to his feet. Paz pushing off to that little knee tap double, and he's going to try to hook around a leg, gets him back down. Now he's going to get him flat. Paz staying very heavy on top. He's had some really tough matches as of late, Matt Poznansky has, but one thing we've noticed is his top game, but Jordan now in on a leg. We're going to get locked hands here. That's going to be a reversal for for Rocky Jordan. And we're going to get a locked hands call. Boy, this one just turned around,
Yes,
didn't
it did. That's why I said 3-1. He's definitely not out of it. And he's wrestled well this match.
Riding time not a factor. Paz trying to cut away. Jordan doing a nice job riding right now, and now the Rutgers crowd wants a locked hands call on Jordan. Not going to get it. Goodale was arguing for it. Paz trying to crawl out. Under a minute to go now. They'll roll through, out of bounds they go.
Yeah, so the score is 4-3. 45 seconds. Yeah, you got to stand up.
Riding time not a factor either. I thought Goodale was going to go argue something, but I think he was just checking on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
There. But Jordan is up 4-3 with that locked hands call.
Yeah.
That's huge now because that was essentially a 3-point move.
It was.
And he's 45 seconds away from an upset.
Seen a couple penalty calls here on Rutgers today that really switched the momentum of some matches.
Crowd wants a stall warning. Paz up to it. He's tripoding up. And he's running out of time here, trying to Granby roll through. Jordan follows.
30 seconds.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Jordan close to an upset. 25 seconds. Paz trying to stand up. Gets up, gets 1 foot free. Jordan's hanging on to the leg. He's gonna crawl up, and there's a stall warning on Jordan.
Yep.
Hang on to the leg, 13 seconds now. Paz has to explode here, Matt.
Yeah, 13 seconds to get up. He looked pretty dead on bottom. He wasn't getting much movement, getting much explosiveness, but maybe a fresh whistle here will help him out.
Trying to stand up. Jordan runs him down. Paz flipping his hips. Nothing yet. Trying to hit back in. 6 seconds. Oh, and Jordan gets back on top. Rocky Jordan is going to hang on for the upset. Rocky Jordan has knocked off John Poznansky 4-3. That quiets down the Jersey Mike's crowd. Rocky Jordan, what we said, Matt. This is a huge match. 197, Greg Bolzak for the Scarlet Knights, Gavin Hoffman for Ohio State. Ranked matchup, Hoffman number 21 in the country. Bolzak number 6. Hoffman's 8-6 on the year. Career record of 39-23. And we're in a quick stoppage.
Starting to make a little run. This would be a big one for him.
Well, this match has certainly turned into the direction of the Ohio State Buckeyes after Rocky Jordan just knocked off John Poznansky at 184 pounds. Just joining us, Nick Costco alongside Matt Howe up here in the booth. 2 bouts to go, including this one. Scarlet Knights a 14-13 lead. And they certainly need a win here to set themselves up nicely at heavyweight, where Ohio State will be favored with Tate Orndorff on deck for the Buckeyes. Rutgers weighed in Boone McDermott and Keontae Hamilton. I would say, Matt, it's going to be a Boone McDermott times. He's out in the back, and Hamilton is on the bench. So
yeah.
we won't see the debut, or the home debut at least, of Hamilton.
Not just yet.
Not just yet.
Hopefully soon.
Exciting prospect he is.
But yeah, let's say Bolzak does win this match by decision. Rutgers will lead by 4 points, and you know Tate Orndorff for Ohio State is going to be looking for bonus points.
That he is. Shot here from Hoffman on this leg. Bolzak, again, his patented scramble. He is so great in this position, man. He's able to hook this leg. He's got his hands locked as well. Now he's going to go across to the ankle. See if he can finish this off as Hoffman still has that leg, but you see the strength of Bolzak trying to get that one up, get that leg free. Hoffman rolls through. Bolzak again back in that same position. Under a minute to go first period, trying to hook this leg again. He's got it. No 2 yet. He's got to be able to cover both hips and get his leg free.
Yeah, his leg is trapped under there.
Yeah, so they're going to call a stalemate here, 47 seconds to go. Getting very tight here inside Jersey Mike's arena. Bolzak was on a 3-match losing skid. Got the tech fall on Thursday over Azine Bell when Rutgers dominated Ryder. Get back on the winning end of things, but he had losses to Max Dean, Cameron Caffrey, and Patrick Bruckey, basically the cream of the crop of this weight class.
Right.
Caffrey, of course, had his own run for Michigan State, knocking off Bolzak and Dean in the same weekend.
Yep.
We got 2 hammers going at it right now between Bolzak and Hoffman. 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
First period is going to come to a close here. Scoreless. Hoffman on bottom to start the period. Bolzak stopped the switch, and now he's up to this leg, trying to keep Hoffman down. Tries to cover the hips now. Hoffman trying to come on reversal, but Bolzak follows. He'll scramble now. Hoffman coming in, looking for a reversal. Bolzak trying to keep his hips away. Hoffman's still coming. Got to hold the foot. Hoffman turning back in. Bolzak's still on top here, technically. No 2 yet. Still has the foot. Buckeyes bench wants the 2. Hoffman's around, but Bolzak's got that foot.
Yeah,
and now there's 2.
Not sure what changed really there.
Not much, just maybe a bit of a delayed call
yeah.
there.
I mean, it is 2, definitely. He's covering both hips. He's fully behind him.
Bolzak's out for 1. Tried to elevate that leg and get his own reversal. It's 2-1. Hoffman out in front. Hoffman's coming off a pretty good match, Matt, when when Penn State took on Ohio State on Friday. Hoffman took Max Dean to the wire. 5-3 loss in sudden victory. But Bolzak needs to get it going now for the Scarlet Knights. If they are to knock off the Buckeyes for the first time. We know Bolzak's going to choose bottom to start the third period. He would love a takedown here going into the final frame. Short time here. End of the second. Another tight one. Bolzak will go. Hoffman's going to go to the optional start here. I think he's not going to even bother trying to hold Bolzak down here. 2-2.
Yeah, crowd, like you say, Nick, has really been quiet. Not a lot to cheer for over the last couple matches for Rutgers. Especially with such a tight team score, looking for that first win over Ohio State in program history.
Riding time not a factor. It's in favor of Bolzak right now with 34 seconds. Trying to get a lot of misdirection going now is Bolzak. Nothing doing yet.
With all that on the line, you need your hammers to step up, and Bolzak is one of those hammers.
He is.
You were hoping that Poznansky was going to be able to step up.
Oh, we had a shot there. Hoffman again. Good sprawl. Now trying to get reattack it on him. Trying to reattack as well. Bolzak trying to swing by. Oh my goodness. Nice exchange there. Hoffman able to avoid getting scored on. Ooh, it's getting tense.
Especially with Poznansky wrestling the backup and Rocky Jordan.
1 minute, third period.
You were hoping for a win there, but Rocky Jordan with great victory. Now Hoffman trying to put Bolzak on upset alert.
Bolzak trying to go behind. No. Out of bounds they go. We will have an extra match after the conclusion of the heavyweight bout. David Campbell for Rutgers and Dylan Coons for Ohio State.
There's the crowd getting into it a little bit, Nick. Tie match, 45 seconds to go.
Yeah, crunch time now. Rutgers would love a 4-point lead heading into the final bout. Bolzak, a little more active right now on his feet.
30 seconds.
Under 30. Got that underhook left side and on a shot. Had it for a brief moment. Hoffman now just backing up and defending. Crowd wants a stall warning on Hoffman. Nothing doing yet. 15 seconds.
10 seconds.
Short time now. And with that, oh boy, put 2 minutes on the clock. Let's go to sudden victory.
This could be the match right here.
It really could.
The duel, I mean.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know that Orndorff is the favorite on paper at heavyweight for the Buckeyes. Here we go, sudden victory. Bolzak looking to go behind, has the leg. Now Hoffman reattacking. Bolzak has his leg caught. Hoffman driving through. Bolzak still defending. Hoffman driving, and there's 2. Gavin Hoffman has upset Greg Bolzak. Ohio State takes a 16-14 lead going into heavyweight.
Oh, man, disappointing.
Wow, what a breakthrough win for Gavin Hoffman. So Rutgers is going to need an upset of their own They're going to beat the Buckeyes for the first time. And again, just a broadcast reminder, we will have David Campbell wrestle Dylan Kuntz in an extra match, after the conclusion of this heavyweight bout.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one for Rutgers to swallow if Boone McDermott isn't able to pull out the win here. You know, you win a lot of those toss-up matches. You get a couple favorable matches where a couple of Ohio State's hammers didn't weigh in, and unfortunately, two of the best guys in your lineup weren't able to get it done today. And, you know, sometimes that happens, but it is a shame because Poznansky and Bulzak have been those hammers up top for Rutgers all season long. They're definitely two of the better kids in the lineup, and both of them were upset today. And you're not going to beat a team like Ohio State when two of your best guys don't get wins.
A couple of exchanges right here. McDermott doing a good job defending off Orndorff. But yeah, you said it, Matt. Where Rutgers, you know, needed wins, they just couldn't get them from the best guys in their lineup today.
Right.
And now they're going to need a all-star effort from Boone McDermott here, trying to avoid this takedown and gets leg free. Nicely done. Well, we saw Air McDermott on Thursday.
That was sweet.
And leading to his pin against Ryder. Knocking off David Zuba of the Bronx. Much needed win for McDermott to bounce back. He's got that ability, but again, different animal here in Orndorff. Top 15 in the country, another All-American candidate once again. Under a minute to go here in the first period. A lot of tie-ups here. Orndorff trying some trips too. Oh, and we have we're going to get a stoppage here. I think, did he get poked in the eye there?
Headbutted, I think.
Headbutt right in the chin.
Accidental. He just took it.
You heard that.
Took it on the chin,
yeah. You heard that smack a little
right
bit.
in his teeth, it looked like.
Ooh.
Yep.
that was like a bullet right to the
It
nose.
was just the headbutt. Accidental. Yeah,
Nice.
that hurts.
Yeah. And he's all good. Chance of Boone raining down here in Jersey Mike's Arena. Scarlet Knights are going to need all the energy they can get from the bench, the crowd, and from McDermott himself. He's going to pull off the upset here, and the Scarlet Knights are going to pull off the upset as a team.
30 seconds, first period.
Tate Orndorff, a two-time All-American overall, was named an NWCA All-American in 2020 amid the canceled tournament
10 seconds.
at the start of the pandemic. He was 44-13 at Utah Valley before he came to Ohio State last year. As we come to the end of the first period, 0-0. Orndorff's been more of the offensive wrestler, but McDermott's shown off some pretty good defense and even took a headbutt to the face. They'll start down here in the second period. Mention how this crowd is very tense right now, Matt, but they'll certainly explode at any opportunity they can to support their Scarlet Knight down on the mat. McDermott stands up. He's out for one. 1-0 lead. We're going to see a lot of this, Matt. A lot of hand fighting. McDermott. I'm not saying he's afraid to take a shot on some of these other highly ranked guys, but he loves to battle up top.
Yeah. He's a big throw guy. He likes those locks, those upper body locks.
Trying to re-attack here to the front head. Orndorff, though, back to his feet.
Yeah, Orndorff is definitely being the aggressor here, Nick. He's taking shots.
Got the single now. McDermott trying to avoid it. Cannot. There's two for Orndorff. Out of bounds they go. 2-1. Now look at the takedown. Orndorff finally breaking through for one. McDermott back on bottom. Trying to bide his time, stand up at the right time. Try potting up.
1 minute.
McDermott trying to get a switch here. Can he come through? Trying to sit through now. Trying to hold the leg. Orndorff recovering though. Orndorff going to step through. See if Boone can use that strength. Trying to get some elevation here. Ooh, crowd getting up now. Orndorff, though, able to sprawl back down, get McDermott a little flatter.
Yeah, Orndorff's a big boy, too, Nick.
Man, close call there. They're going to reset in the center for the stalemate. Just for comparison, McDermott weighed in at 233, Orndorff 250. Heavyweight always with that huge range.
Yep.
McDermott goes a little early. Caution there. 32 seconds to go. McDermott to his feet. 30 seconds. Trying to get out for one. Going to Granby roll. It's been a half one. Didn't want to get caught there, and Orndorff stays on top. And now Orndorff is working up to a minute of riding time. That's going to be big for later.
Yes, it will.
It's over a minute now.
And he'll have choice in this upcoming period too, Nick.
10 seconds.
You would have hoped McDermott was able to get out here and tie the match, but Orndorff going to remain on top here. Period comes to a close. Heading to the third. McDermott trails 2-1. Now we got to see what he can do on top.
Rutgers on top. 2-minute third period.
If he even has a chance, Matt, here to hold him down and work some stuff on top, he can at least cut that riding time, and who knows? Orndorff right to his feet. McDermott, big man return. That was a loud one. That's what they needed. McDermott trying to at least cut that riding time out. Orndorff up, riding time under a minute. They'll cut him loose, 3-1, and Orndorff immediately back on shot. McDermott avoids it that time. Riding time not a factor. McDermott needs to take down to tie the match. Tied up near the boundary. McDermott trying to circle back in, and stall warning on McDermott.
Center of the mat.
And reset in the center. Still in it here, Matt. No riding time. Just need to take down the tie. McDermott getting backed up, though. Orndorff still maintaining his aggressiveness on his feet. Coming through, got the leg, and he's got the takedown. Tate Orndorff, a 5-1 lead. Under a minute to go now. Riding time over a minute. And with the way it's looking now, Matt, this will be a tough end for the Scarlet Knights.
Yeah, he lost the last 3 matches of the duel.
4-4 if you're going to include this one now,
sure.
yeah.
And it started very well, right? They won all the toss-ups. Got a big win from Robbie Kennard. Oliveri. A lot of guys did their job, but unfortunately,
Yeah,
some of the guys up top
surprising, yeah.
Yeah, surprisingly took a loss today, and you know that's the Big Ten for you.
It really is.
Yeah.
Stall warning on Orndorff as this match is going to come to a close, and with that, a 6-1 decision for Orndorff. You look at Tom Ryans. He congratulates his team, Ohio State winners here this afternoon, 19-14, as Tate Orndorff ends it with a 6-1 decision.
At 184, Carson Karcha at 165. 2 of their better guys in the lineup out today, and you know Rutgers was not able to capitalize. Big win out of Rocky Jordan for Ohio State. A big win out of Gavin Hoffman, as you were hyping him up, Nick, saying how he's been one of those, you know, he's a bigger recruit. Finally cracked the lineup, and you know there he goes knocking off a top 10 guy.
Well, you mentioned Hoffman as Campbell and Kuntz get underway. You know, Hoffman is a guy now that is going to be in contention now to make some noise in the tournament, and especially
Yeah.
if you can knock off a guy like that. This is Campbell against Dylan Kuntz. Brady Kuntz wrestled earlier against Joey Oliveri. So Campbell's going to get an extra bout here against the other one.
Dylan Kuntz is the older brother of Brady.
Dylan, 3-8 on the year. Career record, though, of 30-23. One of Ohio State's scholar athletes in 2018. Of course, this match does not count towards the team score. Just an exhibition bout. But a nice story here for David Campbell, Matt. Transferred into the program from Bucknell. He's been open with his battle with Crohn's disease. Nice feature done by him and our Rutgers athletics department. As Kuntz coming around and is going to drive through and gets that takedown, 2-0 Dylan Kuntz. Campbell does have a win in dual action, though, this year, Matt. We called his pin against New Jersey City University in the season opening quad meet.
Yep.
So good to see him on the mat once again, even if it is a exhibition. 8-8 on the season. Now look at Kuntz's takedown. Campbell just wrestled 5 times last year for Bucknell, 4-1. One of their team captains, but came in to transfer, the senior, his final year. He's wrestled at 133 and 141 this year. And it's interesting in that feature where he kind of went through a day in the life of how he goes through his treatment, and some days where he just really can't do anything, unfortunately. But, he battles through it. Gotta love it. Great story. Great team guy for the program. And, even Coach Goodell said he knows his role. I mean, he knows he wasn't going to be able to start because he has, he had Sebastian Rivera at 141. Of course, Sammy Alvarez and now Joey Oliveri at 133. He knew his role. He just wanted to be in there as a team guy, one of the team leaders in that room. Hard worker and just pushes other guys. And he's there to make everybody else better, and you just love to see that. Yeah,
the thing that stuck out most for me from that feature on Campbell was, Coach Goodell talked about him cutting the weight to get to 133, and he had a conversation with him and said, that you can go 141, that's all right. And he said, I don't want it easy, which is, that's exactly the kind of kids Rutgers recruits.
Yeah, I love that mentality. That's for Campbell to even say that as well. He said he wanted to embrace that challenge of cutting weight. He didn't want to use his condition as an excuse.
Right.
And if he did, Matt, nobody would have blamed him. Like, oh, yeah, you don't want to cut the weight. That's fine. Make it a little easier on your body. But hey,
and
Campbell, that can only serve you. That can only serve you well in life down the road.
Yeah. And in that feature, he talked about how he has a very severe case of Crohn's disease. It's not something you can fix with the change of your diet or anything like that. He has to go get treatment every 6 weeks, get pumped up with fluids. So, you know how hard it is to cut weight when you're being pumped up with fluids every 6 weeks. It's definitely a challenge. And he says some days he gets out of bed and his joints are very achy and he's got to go to practice and do a lift. But it's a great story.
It really is. I mean, days after I know we've trained, Matt, we feel all those joint aches as Campbell gets in on a shot. He's looking to finish off a takedown, trying to tie this match up, trying to flip his hips. Nothing yet. Kuntz comes out the back. Campbell locking around the waist, treetop position again. Sometimes I don't want to get out of bed in the morning after a hard day of training, and but hey, if he can do it,
what's your excuse?
Yeah, what's your excuse? That's right. Trying to step through is Campbell. Trying to hook this leg, trying to turn back in for a takedown. Portion of the crowd has filed out, though. Some staying on, of course, to watch this extra bout. It is good to see Campbell back on the mat here as he finishes off a takedown, ties things up at 3. We're going to try to finish this period on top. Rutgers returns to the Jersey Mike's Arena next Saturday. In 6 days, they finish out the dual meet season at home. They'll take on Big Ten opponent Maryland. Now look at Campbell's takedown here. Able to finish that off, cover the hips. Scarlet Knights finish off with one more Big Ten match, as I mentioned, against Maryland next Saturday. That'll be on regular Big Ten Network. And And Matt and I will be back in a couple weeks as Campbell, trailing 4-3 here out in front with the front head. We'll be back here for back-to-back days on Friday, February 18th and Saturday, February 19th as the Scarlet Knights wrap up the season against in-state rival Princeton and another Ivy League opponent, Columbia. So that'll be an interesting last two matches for us, Matt. Of course, Princeton, the big rival of Rutgers, and
Sure.
getting to see Columbia here at Jersey Mike's Arena as well. As we come to the end of the second period, head to the third, Campbell trails 4-3. And of course, the dual meet season, I can't believe we're already at this point, Matt, and we're going to be talking Big Ten tournament next time we're on the air.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, out in Lincoln, Nebraska this year. First weekend of March, and then of course NCAA's a couple weeks after that, out in Detroit. As Campbell gets to his feet here, trying to flip out of this one, working back up. Kuntz doing a nice job right now, hanging on. Cut away for one. So Campbell ties it up. Riding time is not a factor. It's 38 seconds in favor of Kuntz. Let's see if Campbell can end the day on a positive note. Campbell, shot. Good sprawl here from Kuntz.
1 minute, third period.
Campbell trying to fight through that position, cannot.
Neutral restart.
Get a stalemate here. .45 seconds now. Campbell working those underhooks left side. So Metro Campbell trying to end this on a positive note. 30 seconds now.
30.
Campbell shot, got extended. Kuntz coming around. Campbell trying to recover. Kuntz still going. Campbell up to his feet. No takedown yet.
10 seconds.
Kuntz trying to sit through now. Campbell re-attacking. Ooh, good exchange there. 5 seconds. Kuntz still with that front head.
Oh man, that's tough.
They ruled that a takedown for Kuntz there? They did.
They did.
Oh, wow, right at the buzzer there. A tough one for David Campbell. Quick call there. Get a takedown?
Yep.
That'll be a takedown for Kuntz. Call on the mat confirmed, and that'll do it. So a tough match there for David Campbell, but good to see him on the mat. But Dylan Kuntz wins the exhibition here 6-4, and that's going to do it for us here at Jersey Mike's Arena as the Ohio State Buckeyes narrowly avoid the upset from Rutgers with a 19-14